we've spoken about our menstrual cycle, I really want to bust period myths, because both of us have had experiences of such DMs. Like, I've had girls send me such DMs that I was very surprised that 21 and 22-year-olds still believe in certain myths, which I get where they're coming from, but I feel like we need a doctor to bust it for us, because she's going to be explaining why this does not actually make logical sense, and I want you guys to really take it in good spirit, because it's a doctor and she knows what's happening. I'm just going to go through 10 myths that we think people have sent us, and we're going to try and bust them. Okay, so Divya, the first myth is we should not enter the temple during our periods.
So, Malvika, every time we talk about these myths, it's some age-old tradition that has been used for whatsoever reason or belief years ago.
Correct.
And that should not be considered now, because we all are living different lifestyles. We're in the 21st century and people are understanding, people are educated. So what happens is, at a time when women were not allowed to go to the temple during their period was because they were wearing papers and they were wearing leaves and they were wearing cloths in their, under their vulva and in their panties. They hardly even had panties. So they had to wear all of that and probably go to the temple, and they did not feel too clean. They did not, they weren't able to have a bath very often in those times and things like that. That was when this came out, because the woman was very exhausted, she was tired, she did not know what was going on with her. That is when the woman was told, listen, you can stay home, you don't need to go to the temple today. It has nothing to do with, impurity or toxins being released from your body or anything like that. So I do understand that a lot of families and societies and community in India still tell their daughters and still tell the girls not to go to the temple. But why? Isn't it something that God gave us?
Yeah.
Isn't menstruation something that God caused in our bodies? Isn't it so physiological?
Yeah.
So all of this is man-made. Why are we still believing in it? Why are we still telling our girl children not to go to the temple because she's menstruating?
Yeah.
Do we tell someone not to go to the temple when you're urinating? Or you've just had food before that, or just pooped before that? Why? It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Something being released from your body, something coming out. It's as simple as that. Please allow girls to go to the temple. It's completely okay.
Yeah, that is so normal. I can imagine the minute you said that, it was positively spun, saying that they were tired and they were uncomfortable, made so much sense. When you directly say you can't go to the temple because you're menstruating, it just gives you a whole other perspective, and it's like, no, why can't I do that? And it makes you feel, it ostracizes you. You feel like, oh, I'm so lonely. Like, why can't I pray because I feel like praying today?
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with you then. It's just it's a cycle.
It's so natural. So natural. The second myth is, it's the first time I'm reading this, food gets spoilt.
Yes. So again, there is a belief that there is some chemical changes going on in the body while a woman is on her menses. So if she touches food items like pickle or anything that is acidic, that food item will get spoiled. That does not make sense. I am sorry, this does not make sense at all. I touch food all the time. I cook my own food and nothing of it gets spoiled. Please eat your pickle, please touch the pickle. And if your grandmom or mom tell you not to touch the pickle, please explain to them why it has nothing to do with what is going on inside your body. The pickle doesn't know you have your menses.
Yeah.
So please, this really needs to be busted, and I am busting it right now. It's absolutely normal. You're not releasing any chemicals. You're not releasing any toxins.
Yeah, you're not like a virus. Like, it's literally happening inside your body.
Please eat your food. Eat your paratha with pickle during your menses. Please.
Oh my God, so funny. Can't believe this. The third one is period blood is toxic and infective.
Absolutely not. Like I just explained a few minutes ago, period blood is just the unwanted egg, the unfertilized egg, the endometrial lining, some blood, some mucus. That's all it is. Now, when it can get infected is when the period blood is on the pad or any other, like a tampon or the menstrual cup, for a very long time.
Yeah.
Which is why we advise girls to change their pads, to change their cups, to change their tampons every 6 to 8 hourly.
Okay.
Because anything would get infected, right, with bacteria, because it's a growth medium. The bacteria wants to grow there. So it becomes infective then. but otherwise you are not releasing any infections, please.
Yep. Fourth one, do not walk under a tree during your period. It attracts ghosts.
I am yet to take this in myself as a doctor, because I think there's nothing scarier than a menstruating woman, is there? So if there's anyone who needs to be scared, is the people around under that tree and not us. Aane do ghost ko. It's okay. I want to experience this, and trust me, I have done this. I walk under a tree just during my menses at night. I have not seen a ghost. I think I'm the scariest person there.
This is so funny, dude. The ghost will be like, "Arey nahi."
So no, you won't encounter ghosts. If you've encountered a ghost, it's not because you're menstruating. I'm sorry. It's not because you're menstruating.
That's so hilarious. Okay, a married girl must go to her mother's house on her period.
So again, this sounds like a very derogatory,
Yeah, but I feel like it's so
tradition.
comforting.
Exactly. So a girl is tired. She does not want to do a lot of work. And we have been in times, our country and our system has been in times where the woman has to get married and do all the housework, do the cooking, take care of the man, take care of the kids. It's quite tiring. It's quite exhausting. So many times we're having our period and we're just like, today I want to chill with a book and coffee. That's all I
Yes.
want to do. So it's very comforting for the girl when she can go and live with her mother and she
Yeah.
can just relax, right? So that is where this stems from. Let the girl go to her mother, but don't make it a rule.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just for comfort, nothing else. There should be no other motive or reason or rule behind this. Please go to your mom's, but not for any other reason.
Yeah, it should not be a rule. Do not bathe or wash your hair or use hot water.
So you won't believe, the tradition and the custom behind this is that in age-old times, people did not have their private toilets, they did not have attached bathrooms, they did not have a regular water supply.
Yeah.
We are in a very fortunate world right now where we have attached bathrooms, we have great showers and floors, thank God. But there were times women had to go to the rivers and
Yes.
bathe over there, take a lot of water pots and get themselves clean over there with so many people watching them.
Yeah.
So this is a very uncomfortable situation to be in if you're bleeding.
Correct.
And if something is coming out of your body. You don't want people around you to see it. You don't want people to see the stains you may have. And it's going to be difficult to go get that water and do it at home also, right?
Yeah.
So women were just advised not to have a bath during that time because they could not
Okay.
go collect the water.
Correct.
This now has become such a negative rule and such a notion कि आप बाल धोगे तो flow बढ़ जाएगा, flow कम हो जाएगा. How? It's not possible.
Nothing to do.
Please, only medication or a pathology or a change in your body can cause this. No external factor can cause a change in your menstrual flow or your fertility. Please, please don't believe in these myths. Have a bath 10 times a day.
They say like you can't wash your hair, Mals. It's scientifically not okay to wash your hair during periods. I don't get that.
Please, anyone
wash
who's-
your hair, Baba. Your stinky, smelly hair. What, will keep unwashed hair for like 7 days or what?
Please be hygienic. You have to bathe on your menses. Please bathe.
And hot water has nothing to do with it.
Has nothing to do. Temperature change, hot water, cold water has nothing to do with it. Now body temperature by itself could, and cold water and hot water could change your body temperature a little, but not so much that it affects your flow or your period in any way. So please, hot water, cold water, lukewarm water, have a bath.
Have a bath. A menstruating woman should not be touched because it affects a man's fertility and longevity too.
My God.
Affects a man's मतलब मेरे इसमें हो रहा है, आपको fertility की issue हो रहा है.
जी हाँ. So this is what people have spoken about, that if a man touches a woman during her menses, because she's impure, she's releasing these negative vibes and the man can get infertile and impotent and all of that. And if another woman, like if I am menstruating right now and you touch me, you may get infertile. Please understand that while I am on my period, I am the only person who is not pregnant. I am not going to affect your fertility. I am not going to affect your erection at all in any way. I am doing what my body is doing. That's it. Please, it's not affecting fertility in any way. Having a period is your body telling you that you're not pregnant right now. That's all it is.
Absolutely. Oh man. Last myth. Okay. Wash your. Oh my god. This wash your face thing. Okay, this is the first time I'm reading this. It's like wash your face in period blood to get clear skin.
You tell me, Malvika, have you ever advised this as a beauty influencer and makeup blogger? Have you spoken about using menstrual blood as a product for a face pack or something like
This
that?
is unheard of, Divya. Like, I've heard about vampire facials and all, but that's a totally different thing. It's not period blood and all. Like, no, I've not heard this. Can you like tell me? I've never heard about this.
Yeah, so there are a lot of people who believe that using their menstrual blood will really help give them a clear skin and glowy skin. Now, obviously, the menstrual blood has a lot of things going on. It's the endometrial lining, it's secretions. Now, they also say the semen is very healthy.
Yeah.
They also say
Yeah.
the semen has a lot of healthy acids.
Yes.
Like hyaluronic acid that's
Okay.
present in a lot of makeup products,
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
skincare products that's present in semen too.
It is?
Yes, it is. So that's not something we use. We don't take semen directly and use it on our faces, right?
Yeah, we don't.
So we have a lot of products out there. Please make use of them. You don't need to go out and use your menstrual blood. You don't need to go around drinking your pee to feel good and clear out toxins. I mean, it's obviously your personal choice if you want to do that.
Go for it.
But it does make a lot of us uncomfortable. So please, science has evolved so much that there are products that give you clear skin. You can let the menstrual blood go. Please.
Let it go. Oh my god. Last myth that we have to bust. Use separate utensils during periods. Yeah, I think they say that when a woman or a menstruator should use separate utensils when they are menstruating.
So
That
again,
feels so sad.
you know, women were considered as impure and, you know, toxic because there was something coming out of their vagina and they had to get rid of it in a particular way. So they were considered as not part of the family. They were considered as, you know, people who should be kept separately, have different beddings, have different utensils. But please, we're in a new age where we can be eating together and someone need not even know that you're menstruating,
Yeah,
right?
actually, why should the world know like I'm coming? Like,
Exactly. If you've gone and peed, if you've gone and pooped, are you going to come out and say, listen, I've peed and pooped, I can't eat in the same plate as you? No. It's a physiological cycle. It's a process. So let it happen. Please share your food with menstruators. Come on. Use the same utensils. It's completely okay.
yeah, this is completely shocking and absolutely should be looked in a positive light. Like, you should actually sit and compare, do your own research if it still bothers you. And I know these are beliefs and sometimes beliefs don't make sense. I get that. Sometimes it's just something you are taught and that's all you know, which is so understandable. But I feel like if you can just avoid or try and understand the better part of it and the world we're living in today and how you can get around it and be comfortable, right? Be your most comfortable self. I feel like that's all we want, honestly. We don't want you to be treated as like a separate person or an untouchable or anything because we're in a new generation. So yeah, thank you for busting those myths, Dr. Divya. All right, so our next topic is so important. It is safe sex.